Good day, everyone. Welcome back to our computerized accounting tutorial. So this is part 2 in which I will be discussing the cash receipts or cash journal. So one of the most important assets of the business is cash, obviously. And unfortunately, anyone has access to cash. Kahit hindi anyone, many people have access to the cash or finances of the business, which is why it is easily mawala, mamishandle, or nananakawan. Which is why important ang cash receipts because we have a physical proof or evidence na kung magkano ang sales or magkano ang binayaran. And that is why it is important for us to learn how to input these cash receipts that we earn to the cash receipts journal. So today, I have some business transactions here sa left side and then sa right side ang cash receipts journal. And then we will be inputting these transactions one by one. So obviously, let us start with the date. So I will input the year first here. Let's say it's 2024. Next, the month, January. Then the day, January 7. For January 7, customer An paid 1,000 pesos to settle her account. So our description doesn't have to be very long naman. We can just put An yung name ng customer who owes us. Tapos remember that for every debit there should be a corresponding credit. So the thing here about yung cash receipts journal is naka-ready na halos yung mga account titles na gagamitin natin. We will just input the accounts. So let us recognize the debit. We earned cash na 1,000. So we will input a debit cash, which is here, 1,000. So what is the next effect? Obviously, nabawasan tayo ng accounts receivable kasi nabayaran or nasettle na ni An yung kanyang account. Therefore, we will put another 1,000 here. And wag nyo masyadong i-overthink. You don't have to put any other amount kung hindi naman kailangan. Only 2 accounts were affected. Therefore, we only put 1,000 in cash debit and in accounts receivable credit. Now, let us move on to the next transaction, January 8. Sold 5,000 pesos worth of goods for cash with 100 peso tax payable. So, we can describe this transaction as we sold for cash or in short, cash sales. So what are the effects of this transaction? First and foremost, we also earned cash. Therefore, we input the 5,000 peso cash debit. After that, we have to recognize our credit. First is the sales credit. Ay, wait, mali pala ako. So we have ang 100 peso tax payable. So yung debit, obviously, it should balance with the credits. So we have a 5,100 cash debit. Next, kaya it's important to check the whole transaction muna. January 11, customer Vicky Bowman paid 200 to settle yung account niya. It is similar sa kanina, so we'll just put yung name ni Vicky Bowman. Then, accounts receivable credit of 200 pesos and a debit to cash na 200 pesos. Next, January 12. Owner M. Ferraro invested 50,000 cash for the business. So, instead of putting yung name ng customer, we will just write investment. Kasi ito naman talaga yung nature ng ito yung nature ng transaction. So, how much did we earn as a business? 50,000. So, 50,000 debit cash. And then, since hindi available yung capital account sa given account titles here, accounts receivable, sales tax payable, credit, and sales credit, mag-add tayo ng additional account under other accounts credit. So we will input the account name, which is M. Ferraro Ferraro. Ferraro. Capital. Ayusin ko lang. Hindi ko maayos. Anyways. Amount is 50,000. So, we still have a normal debit and credit account. Kasi yung cash is debit. Remember to make, para mas lalo magets nyo, easier magets, just write the journal entry muna bago or isipin nyo muna kung ano yung journal entry for this particular transaction, and then tsaka nyo ilagay dito sa cash receipts journal. Next. What is the next date? January 13. Customer Barbara Co. paid 9,000 to settle yung account niya. So, we write yung name ni Barbara. Next, credit to accounts receivable. And then debit cash. Okay. Next, January 15. Sold 200 pesos worth of goods for cash with 200 peso tax payable and excess of 100 cash. So, medyo mag-iba tayo ng gagawin dito. We have cash sales. Again. Credit sales for 200 pesos. Then, another 200 pesos for the tax payable. And na-mention, may cash over here. Or may excess of 100 cash. So, for the other accounts, dito natin siya ilalagay. We're going to put cash, short, or over. So, many times talaga na a customer will either leave excess cash for the business kapag nag-pay siya ng service or good. And then minsan, may time na may cash short. Kasi may mga customers na nagreklamo na onti lang yung change nila or something like that. So, kailangan yun ma-record kasi syempre, each coin matters. Tapos, ang gagawin here, or yung logic behind this is that, how do I explain it? Kapag meron tayong cash over, we will treat it as a normal credit balance kasi increase siya in revenue. While a cash, kapag kulang tayo or short tayo on cash, it's a normal debit balance kasi decrease in revenue siya. So here, we treat it as a credit sa cash short or over kasi nabanggit sa transaction na may excess 100. So we put 100. So for cash debit, we will add all of them. 200 tax payable plus 200 na sales credit plus 100 na cash over, we have 500. And lastly, January 16, Barbara Co. paid 1,000 to settle promissory note with an additional 500 peso interest. So, ang mangyayari dito, Barbara Co. So, we're not going to put it on accounts receivable kasi when we will regularly record this transaction, we are going to write it under notes receivable and interest income. Remember, all other transactions now hindi available sa tatlong ito, we put it under other accounts credit. Therefore, notes receivable is how much? 1,000. Kasi remember, there's a presence of a promissory note. And then may interest na 500 peso. So we can just put the cash into one one space, one block. Kasi i-add naman natin yung debit eh. Therefore, the cash that we receive is 1,500. And that is all for the cash receipts journal. I will see you in the cash payments. Thank you.